right. Welcome to Stockton 360 on KXVS, the voice of Stockton. Soon to be on 92.1 FM, but we are live on thevoiceofstockton.org. And you can catch our live stream going on right there. We have, of course, this is Governor Don.
Professor Jimenez.
And we have a special guest in the studio, Miss Joy Neas. How are you, Joy?
Very good.
All right, all right. Now, if you don't already know Joy, she is a artist extraordinaire, ranging from, well, I know you do a lot of photography. You can paint. You can do everything. And
yeah, I've dabbled in just about it all.
Yes, so. Yes, and of course, you know, you have some upcoming events that we want to talk about, and so why don't we just start by getting to know you? Some of our audience might not know you. I know you. We know you here at the Voice of Stockton. But tell us a little bit about your background.
So actually, I was just writing. I write a column for the Record. It's called the Stockton Art Scene, and I was thinking about my early experience as getting to learn art, and like my first memory was doing finger paintings in preschool, and I just remember I hated that, like getting my hands dirty and all that. But now, ever since I moved to Stockton, I found chalk drawing. I was involved in the chalk festivals that were here, and that's like one of my favorite things to do now. So just how a person, they're kind of all the twists and turns a life can take.
Yeah.
And my mom, she used to hire me to make cards, so I felt, you know, that I wanted to maybe draw for Hallmark or be a card designer, and
Yeah.
but it made me feel good about myself. And then I would learn all kind of arts and crafts and Campfire Girls, Sunday school, and in 7th grade I took art, and I got through 1 year of art, and then in 8th grade I got into an art class, and there was a substitute teacher, and some of the kids, they didn't like what I was doing or didn't like me, and they took their razor blades and came and slashed my drawings, and I said, I just can't be here. So I got out of art all through high school, and, you know, I didn't know if I'd even get back into art, but then I graduated from high school, and my father, he sent me up to Alaska, and it was a lifelong learning cruise, and they taught art. And that's where I rediscovered my love for art, and I came back and I said, I want to be an artist, devote my life to art. So the rest of it, that's what I've been doing.
Art history.
So
Wow.
that's my early years. But I think I really found myself, my art self in Stockton when I moved here in '93. You know, my earlier years was like learning about art, going to art school, and just learning how to be an artist. But now I'm you know, scheduling a lot of different art shows, and I do the Art Splash here. It's the downtown art walk, and
Yeah.
I love promoting other artists as much as myself.
Yeah.
We know you do that a lot, and you actually were one of the hosts of the Stockton Art Showcase, the show we used to have on the Voice of Stockton when we were at the other location. And I always enjoyed that program, and you always brought interesting guests, and you're really connected to the art community. When you mentioned the Stockton Art Splash, and that's a semi-regular event. And tell us a little bit about that. I know that there's a lot of different kind of events now, and it seems like maybe they kind of got inspired by Art Splash.
I don't know. In the 20 years, I've lived here 23 years, and I think back, the very first thing I got involved here I didn't even know where Stockton existed, where Stockton was located. And so when I first came here, I found the Stockton Art League. And that's really all that was here at that time.
Wow.
But then after that, so many different things, you know, came into being. I used to coordinate for First Night Stockton, all the, you know, the art activities. then I joined the Mexican Heritage Center,
Right.
and that just came in 1997. They formed. So after First Night ended, that's when the art walk, the first art walk, started happening in Stockton, and then the downtown Stockton Lions, they didn't want to do that anymore. So a group of us artists, we got together and we said, we really want to continue the art walk. Mm-hmm. So then I took it over. So this is our 5th anniversary of having the Art Splash.
Yeah.
So it's another name for an art walk.
Sure.
And but now we have the stock market, we have the 1850 Collective, a lot of other groups doing things. Now the downtown Stockton Lions, they're doing a lot more art. They want to do murals. They are doing this piano project, music to our ears. They had some people decorate pianos, and they're putting them in different places around Stockton so you could play music. And so they're really helping out. They have a lot of plans for the future. They want to restore this, I think it's Genoa Lane, right behind the Franco Center with the dragon. It's a mosaic.
Yeah.
So it's about 30 years old, and it needs some help. So they're leading the efforts in a lot of art activities now.
Yeah, definitely, and it's really kind of encouraging to see that downtown come alive artistically, and it seems like it started at first, and I could be wrong, but it seems like at first it started to kind of cover up the cover up. There's a lot of kind of like boarded up things down there, and people, I saw art kind of showing up on those boards, and then even the boxes out there painted up, and Michael Leva does some of that work, and it's really nice to see that. And downtown Stockton is becoming kind of artsy. I mean, like the sculptures out there and the painting, and what's going on down there with 10 Space and the Huddle, and it's really coming alive. And it must make you proud that you have been part of that kind of movement for so many years.
Yeah, I'm glad to be involved in it, and I'm glad to see new people come into it. I would hope that the public would still want to support the Art Splash, and we have all these amazing things for you, so you need to come out and try to do as many things as you can, because if you don't come out, then it's just kind of wasted. We have some amazing venues, like we have the Transit Center. They've been a venue the last year and this year, and really wonderful artists. And so they'd love to see, just keep seeing the public.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So tell us, give us kind of a walkthrough of what the Art Splash is like. Some people maybe in the 5 years, maybe they haven't had the opportunity, or they haven't been out there to see what it's like. And like you said, you have a number of different venues, and these are not typically art galleries. They're just venues that have opened their doors for that event. So tell us how Art Splash works. I mean, it's a free event. People can come out there,
right?
And everyone is welcome. And what's it like out there in the streets of downtown?
So it all kind of started. There was the Mexican Heritage Center. That was one of the prime venues, and another is the County Administration Building. Art Expressions of San Joaquin, they have a regular reception there every month. And then at the time, the Cress Law Library, the Legal Center, they would always have art in their building. There was a woman, Barbara Zaruba, and she would arrange just amazing artists. So there were those like 3 places that people could like walk from place to place, and then we added the Pride Center. We added several years ago. We had the Elks Building up in the 2nd floor. They have an amazing indoor courtyard.
Yeah.
We had artists in there. So it's just whatever new businesses want to open their doors. Like this year, we have